What's up, Digidestins? This is Kylie, better known as RideMyAvatar, and it's Japanese Tuesday, so that means I got some spicy game decks for you guys to enjoy. So without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about Bt-11's last week of the format and what spicy decks I got for you today. So first off, let's get into the deck profile, shall we? We are going to talk about none other than Herculeskabuterimon X Antibody. This actually topped over the weekend, which is surprising. It's going to be a fun budget deck. I wasn't expecting much out of this because it is nothing too crazy, makes the deck kind of broken, where everybody else kind of has broken shenanigans that kind of just pushes them ahead. Well, Herculeskabuterimon X Antibody has a very powerful when digivolving. If you have Herculeskabuterimon or X Antibody in this Digi-Evolution cards, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of that owner's deck. So being able to remove big threats off the board really comes in handy, especially since there's only one cost evolve on top of your Hercules. Yes, there's no X Antibody, but that comes with the territory. We don't always need it, and we can win other ways by the looks of it. So also it has a security +1 on itself, so you don't need to control too crazily. What I noticed in this Japanese list though is Herculeskabuterimon is from the promo 044. When digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So, or you get to spend 2 Digimon at 5000 DP. Being able to suspend 2 5000 DP Digimon might actually help, especially if you're going against wide boards. It can help get a couple blockers out of your way. But you can also suspend one of your opponent's Digimon in general and get them off the board easier when you get into your Herculeskabuterimon X Antibody. So, all in all, good stuff there. But we also have Mimi. Mimi is going to help you produce stuff forwards. And as long as you're in ultimate range, you can just spit out dudes or get breeding areas going up and online a little bit faster. Really does help out, actually. What I also noticed is Izzy and Mimi to help speed up your Digi-Evolutions. Sometimes it does help out, because if you can get to a Mega for free, might actually get some value out of it. And then you have Izzy from Starter Deck 14. When one of your Digimon becomes a suspended Digimon, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. So that means your Hercules here might be a little bit cheaper when you suspend something. Not a bad trade-off there, right? Then you also have Lilamon for its Digiburst suspended Digimon. Then you have Lilamon for its Digiburst that can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Really does help out, because now your opponent has a rested Digimon that gets all your other effects off. Then you apply more pressure, or you can just run into it, one of the two. Then you have Lamortmon. So this card is basically usually classified a terrible card, and I'm surprised this isn't even in the list. But hey, if the player is using it, there might be some merit, or they like to have jank. Who knows? When digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then your turn, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, suspend this Digimon, unsuspend this Digimon. So at least if you get another attack in, lets you apply pressure and just remove something. Maybe just keeping the board controls consistent. Then, when attacking, if you don't have a tamer in play, lose 2 memory. So remember, if you're going to go into this card, make sure you literally have a tamer out ASAP. Weedmon is the combo in with Lilamon. And then you have Gargomon, just because this Digimon gets 1000 DP for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon, making your guy a little bit beefier to get in through those lethal moves. Then you have Sembaro Angoramon. So this card is when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, gain 1 memory. Not bad. Being able to have that inheritable does help out. Then you have Pulsemon here at the end of the battle. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then add this to the hand. So security Digimon. Yes, we don't have them yet, but keep that on your radar, because eventually they are going to come through, and you might see some benefit that way. Then Lilamon. So this is when this Digimon is trashed due to the activation of a Digiburst. Return this card to its owner's hand. Really very powerful with Lilamon. Just be able to suspend, maybe get a Weedmon and Lilamon. So Lilamon can just go weep, gain memory, and get a free Digitama out of the deal. Well, a Digi Rookie to get out back. So, not a bad trade-off. Very powerful. And then you have Bozamon. So, when this effect suspends a Digimon, this Digimon gains 1000 DP for the turn. adding more pressure, getting you into those hits. But what's also really nice about Lilamon is if you have a Tamer in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Really useful for that on swing. Then let's talk about the next Gene deck we're going to talk about is none other than RustTyrannomon. So this card deck was introduced in Bt-11 as well. RustTyrannomon is when one of your Digimon would Digivolve into this card. For each green or black Tamer you have in play, reduce the Digievolution cost by 1. If comboed in with your Taigas, this could lead to being basically a free Rusty Boy, RustTyrannomon, and now you have so much pressure on there. All turns when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon battle, unsuspend this Digimon. Allows you to get multiple attacks in and apply a lot of pressure. Stuff to keep of note here is, especially Metal Tyrannomon, if you get to delete one of your opponent's Digimon level 6 or higher in battle, unsuspend it. So if you can crash into a level 6 and survive, you get some more pressure and you get to restand on top of it. So something to think about, especially, but things you want to know. Order the operation. So what do I mean by that? Swing into the little dude first, because you don't activate Metal Tyrannomon's effect. It's, you know, this isn't once per turn, which is really nice, but you can be locked out. Deletes an opponent's by battle, all turns, can lead to locking you out of this if you do this at the same time, triggering a pretty much an issue that now you wasted a restand possibility. So think about that. Then we have Metal Tyrannomon here. So when this Digimon deletes an opponent's by battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Not bad. And on play, when Digivolving for each green or black Tamer you have in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then one of your opponent's suspended Digimon cannot unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. Keeps them locked down, keeps them out of your hair. You got RideMyAvatar because we have a bunch of green Tamers. We can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon for each Tamer you have in play. Then up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP for the turn. Really nice to be able to get them a little weaker so your Rusty Boy can just swing in and just take care of the job. So just something to think there. And then we have Tyrannomon here. This card is also treated as green. When Digivolving, if you don't have a Taiga in play, you may play one from your hand without paying its memory cost. Not bad, especially since if you need the Taigas to get going. Then we have Tyrannomon here. On play, when Digivolving, you may play one Tamer card with a play cost 3 or less from your hand without paying its memory cost. And then while you have a Tamer in play, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP from none other than Bt-11 as well. So you're going to be playing the Taigas because both of them reduce the cost and give some sort of unique, interesting, inheritable effects. Tyrannomon is when Digivolving, reveal 3 cards from your deck. This is BT02. Add 1 level 5 Digimon card and 1 green Tamer among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. Helps you search out pieces. Bumamon is from BT09. This gets to players can't play Digimon by effects. Not terrible. Then you have Terriermon being Terriermon. Being able to shut down memory gain shenanigans from outside of Tamers, really useful. Then you have Agumon here. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Tamer among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. While you have a Tamer in play, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP. Not bad. Kokuamon. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon battle, gain 1 memory. Combos in really nice with the Rusty Boy. And then you have Angoramon. So when you play a green Tamer, draw a card. Helps you out, especially since you get some free value out of this. And then when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, draw a card. Definitely gets you the value you need. And then Tonemon. So if you have a Digimon, if you Digivolve this turn, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 TP for the turn. Gets you a little beefier, hits you over a magic number land. That's all you really need to know. I like the Chaos Ramon for the piercing and being able to clear board and keep them at bay. And then we know about hidden potential discover, free Digievolutions. Always good stuff here. So that's kind of the Gene decks of this video. Next, we're going to talk about none other than one of my favorites, Mastemon of the set. I know I talked about the other one. That Mastemon was the more security control-ish. This one is a pure Mastemon build. With time that's been able to, with restrictions coming in for cross hearts and stuff like that, now decks are starting to shine more. Mastemon is about controlling the board, and when Digivolving, place a yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash on the top of your security stack face down. Then, if you DNA Digivolved, you may look at your security stack, play a level 5 or lower Digimon card without paying its memory cost, then shuffle your security stack. When you play another Digimon by effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a level less than or equal to the played Digimon's level. Really solid there. I have no objections there. Very powerful. I think we should not sleep on Mastemon this set, especially with the new Mirai. So start your turn, gain 1 memory, but when your Digimon digivolves into Angelwomon or Lady Devi, if you have 1 or less Digimon in play, by spending this tamer, you may play 1 Angelwomon or Lady Devi from your hand with a different name from this Digi-Evolution cards without paying its memory cost. So I like how you have 1 or less Digimon in play. You're always going to have 1 Digimon. I don't understand the less part, but hey, that's just me. Outside of that, we kind of get some new Angelwomon shenanigans. When Digivolving, may search your security stack for 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits, reveal it, add it to your hand. If you added a card, recovery +1, then shuffle your security stack. Then once returned, if you play Lady Devi or Mirai, gain 1 memory. Especially useful, very powerful. Opponent's turn, while you have a purple Digimon in play, all your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen in its traits gain blocker. Really useful, especially if you can spit out a wide board, which you can in this deck, which is really nasty. And then, new Lady Devi is when Digivolving, may trash 1 card from your hand. If you do, you may return 1 Mirai or 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen in its traits from your hand, to your hand. And then when you play an Angelwomon or Mirai, gain 1 memory. Very useful because being able to reduce her cost is really useful. And then opponent's turn, while you have a yellow Digimon in play, all your opponent's Digimon, while your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen in its trait, gain retaliation. Not bad. We have Gatomon here just to be the bridge very easily. Angelwomon, if you have a purple Digimon or purple Tamer in play, you may play 1 Devimon from trash without paying its memory cost. Really can get useful, especially when you have this one. While you have a yellow Digimon or yellow Tamer in play, this Digimon gains Rush and Retaliation. So, free value, especially when you go for the Angelwomon for its on deletion. Then you kind of get a free value body back, which applies more pressure, especially as long as you have a Mirai on board. What are your opponent really going to do to you? Nothing too crazily, just something to think about there. They're using Ignitemon because being able to, delete one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a level less than or equal to the deleted level, can lead to being some very powerful plays, especially if you pop a, let's say, Ophanimon fall down mode. With the effect, you get a Gatomon back, and then you can just climb right back into Mastemon and apply more pressure that way. So stuff to think about, especially this deck has so much potential in lines. The only thing I'm skeptical for is the 2 Chaos Degradations, but outside of that, this list looks pretty tight. What did you guys think of these decks today? Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. Remember, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and, stay safe, stay healthy. Cold season is around the corner. Flu season is as well. So guys, hopefully you enjoy. Stay safe. I'll catch you next one. Peace!